Hey guys, it's John, ReelBlue Custom Rods, and welcome back to the channel. And today I wanted to show you, or hopefully maybe answer a question on maybe how I kind of align my fighting butts or gimbals and along with handles. And so what I want to do before I'm going to add this carbon handle, I've already bored this out to the right diameter so it'll fit the blank. But what I like to do is take the butt that I'm going to use on this and then put it on all the way so you know that it's on there where it was going to sit at once you have it on. And then what I like to do is make a mark with a pin. And so I just make that mark so I know where I want that handle to come down to. And then what I'm going to do now is back that off. All right. So now that I back that off, what I like to do is come back with just a little bit of masking tape just so I don't lose that line. And then I'm just going to set that there. And then I'm also going to put a little tab on that so that's easy to pull off. So essentially what I'm going to do is I'll slide that handle down all the way to that point once I add the paste to it. And once I add the paste to it, I'll slide that down all the way to that tape, and then having that little piece right here, that little tab, will just allow me to pull that off. The plan is on this rod that I'm going to have this ALPS butt with a 14-inch carbon handle, and then I'm also going to use one of the new, it's kind of like an ALPS cam lock, very similar, but it's the new American tackle in blue, so I'm going to use that, and they will pair up nicely with the CFX carbon handle. So I will have the blue reel seat with the carbon handle paired up, and then of course I will have the ALPS Fighting Butt or gimbal that will go on there. As you can see, this blank has been painted. I had custom paint work done by Backbone Custom Rods. Guy does great work. Love his work. This is going to be a great project that I get to work on. I'm very fortunate to be able to build this rod for somebody. So I would definitely encourage you to kind of, stay tuned if you're interested in seeing how this rod is going to come out and what it's about. I don't want to give away too much, but you can see the orange color, and I'll just say sports, and you can kind of go from there. So orange colored blank, you saw the blue reel seat. I gave you the hint about sports. So write down in the comments block right now, comment down there on what you think this blank or this rod build is going to be, or the theme of it that it's going to be. I'm interested to see if you guys can guess it. So, but because it is painted, one of the things that I like to do, right, and of course, about paint really quick. When the guys at Backbone do their custom paint job, it's painted and it's finished. So it's not like you have to put finish over the painted work. So whatever part you don't wrap and you don't put your 2-part epoxy over, the rest of that, whatever that other portion of the painted blank is, will be just fine in the elements. It's gonna look great. Again, they do really great work. But because they put a little paint on here, what I like to do is I'm just gonna go in here. I'm gonna make another mark roughly where that handle is gonna be at, and I'll have to do it for the reel seat anyways. But just because they put the paint and the clear coat over the top of that, I'm just gonna take a green pad and I'm not scraping it back and forth to get down and remove anything. I'm just roughing up. I'm taking the shine out of the orange. That's all I'm doing, and that's it. And the reason why I like to do that is I just want to make sure that I've got a really good adherence with my rod bond and the handle, or for any component for that matter, when I put them on there. So again, just to kind of show you, first thing I like to do, first thing I like to do on a custom paint rod is I just want to take the shine out of the paint. So that way I make sure I got a good bond between any components that I'm adding and the epoxy that I'm using. And of course I like using rod bond. The second thing I did is I went and dry fitted my gimbal. This is an ALPS rubber gimbal, good quality, very hard rubber, not going to break down on you. So I dry fit it, find out where that was going to be at, made a mark, and then put tape on the bottom side so I know how far down I want the handle to slide on. And then I'll build on from there. But I hope this little bit of information that I just provided to you will help kind of get you moving in the right direction. If you had any questions about, how far down you should slide a handle, if you're going to have, a separate butt, a gimbal, rubber cap, whatever you're going to have. And then of course, prepping any paint work on there. And again, I encourage you to stay tuned as I build this rod. And I'm also very interested to hear if you guys can guess the theme of this rod. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you watch this next video here. Until next time, take care.